Welcome to Santo, Sam and Ed's Total Football.
More about that and to all the big issues in football. The head football writer from the Herald Sun, David Davutovic. Good to see you, mate. Lovely to have you with us. Now, can we start by... We've got a lot to get to, but we've got to start by talking about the FFA Cup. We gave you a couple of research tasks, I believe. How did it go in and around the Bentley Greens?
Yeah, it went well. I've actually been in that press box quite a few times.
Have you
when I used
really?
to cover the Victorian Premier League.
It's not a press box, it's just a big Meccano.
You can't fit many people in there.
No.
But John Anastasiadis, he was obviously wrapped when they got that late goal that took it into extra time. But there was one man that was even happier. It was Georgie in the canteen.
Oh, Georgie in the canteen.
Because I think he's with us tonight.
Is he? Oh, yes, I believe he's in it. Georgie. He's down in the front row. Still got the apron on. Good on you, Georgie. Good to have you with us, Georgie. Now, David,
if I'm not mistaken...
Please, give us the statistics, mate.
If I'm not mistaken, he bought 300 kilos of meat for the souvlaki, obviously.
I only took 200 to the game, but that doesn't matter. That's fine. Whatever.
It got to 90 minutes, there was still some left.
Oh, no.
By the time they got to 120 minutes, sold out.
Oh,
Extra time.
He's done a great job.
Well done,
And did you have enough garlic sauce, Georgie? Always enough garlic sauce.
We've got some here. Put in our water if we want. Excellent.
In fact, I've got a bit of a scoop for you, David. There was some footage. There was a bit of a problem with one of the free kicks when the ref pulled out the magic spray. Do we have that?
Really?
See, it wasn't quite sticking. There was something wrong with not sticking to the surface. We can reveal, if you look carefully at the replay, he actually wasn't magic spray. He was actually using garlic sauce from the souvlaki stand, and it actually was.
Well, there you go.
And it just didn't quite do the job.
Clearly not.
Do you know that?
I had no idea.
Exactly.
Put that in the paper.
Sort that out for the semi-final.
Okay, let's get to some big
Can we talk to the Western Sydney Wanderers? So I'm reading here, ridiculous story. Furious Al Hilal demands AFC investigation after Wanderers win. So what do they want an investigation into?
Well, what did they say? 6 or 7 penalties they thought they should have got. Yeah. Look, there were a few that definitely should have been penalties.
Let's
not...
look at it.
But what are they saying? Are they saying that who's the investigation on? The ref? Us? What's going on?
I think...
I had nothing to do with it. I thought I should say that.
I think you'll find they're just trying to cover themselves. There was obviously all those untoward incidents that happened. We saw some of them there. Yeah. They clearly struggled to control their crowd, their players. So I think it's a bit of a cover-up, them getting on the front foot, because obviously the AFC will investigate the goings-on there. Wouldn't be surprised if there's suspensions and fines for Al Hilal.
For their place, it'll backfire a little bit, do you think?
Absolutely. I think they're trying to get on the front foot, just as you said, bit of a smoke screen.
Because the coach said before that, Western Sydney's a small club, he was so arrogant.
They were massively disrespectful. Massively disrespectful. I heard it in the first leg as well. One of their assistant coaches actually told Shannon Cole some nasty words, told him where to go.
Really?
And told him he'll do some nasty things to him in the second leg. So there was clearly some arrogance.
Assistant coach?
My
whiteboard. Yeah. I'll be bringing a laser as well. Yeah. You want to know what hit you? That is ridiculous.
I'd love to know how many souvlakis they sold at that 70,000 people. Georgie's sitting there going, geez, 70,000 people. That's 450 kilos.
I've got a question, David, on the player. Forgive me, I don't know his name. Who actually did the spitting?
Karani?
Yeah. Now, in terms of investigation, is he a chance of not being able to play in the Asian Cup?
I think that's definitely on the cards, yeah. I mean, the Asian Cup's, 2 or 3 months away? It's in January, so...
We'll ask Ange, he's on the show.
He'd
know when it's
on.
Well,
biting is, so Suarez got, what, for biting? 3 months?
3, 4 months. It was club and country, so...
So spitting's as bad as biting, isn't it?
I think he would be a massive chance of missing the Asian
Cup.
Cup.
That's a shame.
It was beamed live on... throughout Asia and throughout the world.
Remember, we gave you a task, going to get me some viewing figures. That was a 2-week. How are we going?
They're 2.5 months away, mate.
He's such a tease, this guy.
We're not going to be on air in 2.5 months. There's a big chance.
Speaking of not here in 2.5 months, David Villa. So David Villa he's left on a jet plane. He's no longer in Melbourne.
He left on Saturday night, correct?
Okay.
David, how quickly did it go from the love story to people going, get out of here? As in, you know what I mean? It was...
Did he say goodbye to his teammates?
He did.
Oh.
They had a bit of a lunch. I'm not sure if it was a farewell lunch, the Last Supper.
It's more of an introduction, though. Here it is. So there's a still
It's
for us.
interesting. They wore name tags, David. Do you know that?
So
it was Villa's favourite Spanish restaurant on Smith Street. I think you blokes might.
It's the Robbie Burns in Smith Street.
That's the one. I've
trying to
never
get a
been
free meal. Always the same.
Geez, the Robbie Burns, that really sounds like a Spanish restaurant. Robbie Burns.
And did he pay? Was it his shout?
It was his shout. He invited all the boys. He invited them on Thursday. They came on Saturday, 2 o'clock. It was probably a 2 or 3 hour session.
Oh, wow.
He ordered absolutely everything, had a bit of a chat, and finished off with the players all taking photos with him and getting his autograph.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Dead set.
And so he's no chance he's coming back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Guys, the door's ajar. The door is ajar for Villa to return in December. I said last week it's unlikely, and I have maintained that in the Herald Sun. But look, making a couple of phone calls today, they are hopeful that he will return
After
in
the
December.
MLS finishes?
No, so the MLS season doesn't start till March.
Yeah, right.
Their training doesn't start, New York City's training doesn't start till January. Of course, they're a new club. It's a blank canvas over there. So he's going back to do some marketing stuff at the moment with New York City because their other star signing, Frank Lampard's at Manchester City on loan. So he's going to go back there, see his family. And then hopefully, this is what Melbourne City's hoping, he returns in December for 2 or 3 games, which would include the Melbourne Derby on December 20.
Oh, he's like a miner, like fly in, fly out. He sort of pops in, does a game, and then wanders
I
off.
think he's sorted with the flights through.
Yeah. You reckon he might not be up the back of the
Just
plane?
quietly, do you reckon there was a bit of sooking going on Friday night? I mean, there was the body language at the end of the game wasn't fantastic. I mean, was he mentally already gone, or was he just genuinely upset that the ball wasn't getting to him quick enough?
I think the latter. I've got a theory on this. He did it the week earlier in the derby. He walked straight up the tunnel, and a lot of people mentioned on Twitter and various other forums that he should have stayed out there, signed autographs, etc., etc. But I think these big players, I reckon Messi, Ronaldo, they all would have done the same thing. It's part of their DNA there.
They're sick of people going, can I have your shirt? Can I have your shorts?
If you win or lose, then maybe.
Is that just me, is it?
I know for a fact one of the opposition players asked him for his wallet.
Yeah.
Wallet is not.
All right, mate.
Just on Saturday at the lunch.
Yeah, always lovely to see you. Head football writer for the Herald Sun, David Davutovic. Thank you very much.